Hey guys, my name's Ty and this is the Pop Culture Corner. Today we're going to be talking about something that you may or may have not seen on the internet in every corner, crevice of Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and beyond. Spider-Man No Way Home. We're going to be taking an in-depth look at the trailer and kind of breaking down a couple shots that I had some questions and concerns about throughout the video. So, before we get into that, guys, make sure to smash that like button, share the show on social media so your friends, family, and Toby and Andrew can watch along with us. Also, if you do want to support the show further, you can become a member or send a super chat during a live show. All proceeds that we make go back into production and during giveaways. Speaking of giveaways, this month we're going to be giving away a Superior Octopus Pop, as well as a Quadcast microphone from HyperX, valued at $150. We have a lot of streamers in our memberships, so we figured we could give away something that they could use. It's a $150 microphone, and it's a USB, so if you record solo or you just like microphones, this is definitely something for you. With that being said, let's get into it. So first off, let's watch the trailer in full speed, normal audio, and see if we can pick out some things. There's a lot of Easter eggs and a lot of things that we're going to have to talk about after, and we'll go kind of frame by frame and picture by picture. I took a lot of screenshots when I first watched it, and a lot of things that stuck out, people posting online. You'll see. Let's get into it now.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had one week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
I've already seen. I love that when he goes by the train.
You botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man. We started getting some visitors. From every universe.
Oh!
Hello, Peter.
So, I didn't see any red.
You're not Peter Parker.
Oh!
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there.
Look at the Captain America shrine.
So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
Is that Electro?
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Zedenya's kind of annoying in this.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You're flying out into the darkness
J. Jonah Gordon!
to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate.
Oh!
I'm sorry, kid.
So they all
Yeah,
die
me too.
fighting Spider-Man.
Don't.
Oh! That was so sick!
Look, there has to be another way!
There isn't. There are dangers
Oh,
to our
man.
universe.
See? He just fused the nanotech.
Peter, you're struggling to have everything you want while the world tries to make you choose.
Yikes.
This is all my fault.
Sandman.
Save everyone.
She's gonna die! Ho ho!
What's happening?
There's got to be some significance between the yellow and the purple.
December 17th, exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.
Spider Monday. Okay. I like how they throw in the Spider-Man game thing, the promotion at the end. Okay, so the trailer opens up, and we clearly have Peter here on the same scaffolding as what seems to be, and I know this is crazy, but what seems to be the opening, the leaked photo of Andrew Garfield. It does have a very remarkable feel to it. So here's Peter, kind of like going back through it all. And what I like about this trailer is the fact that, you know, not only are we being introduced to the multiverse, but finally it seems that the stakes for Spider-Man are extremely, extremely high. This movie is going to leave Peter, in my mind, it's going to leave Peter questioning his superpowers and questioning himself, and kind of that comic book Spider-Man who is transitioning into a college age. He's not so sure that he wants to do this anymore, etc., etc., etc. And that's going to be really fun because I'm really excited to see where the Spider-Man franchise goes, if it continues at Marvel or if Sony takes it back. I think we'd all really like a Spider-Verse trilogy next, somewhere where, you know, Peter's going through college and stuff like that. So we're going to kind of go frame by frame here. We get the Sanctum Sanctorum. This is where, Peter is coming to ask Doctor Strange for help. So basically what he's saying is that because Peter messed with the spell, this is why the multiverse happened. Like, this is why the multiverse opens in Spider-Man No Way Home, and then subsequently throughout the MCU, which I kind of find weird because, like, Doctor Strange has gone up against Dormammu, and like one of the biggest threats in the MCU and Thanos, and Peter talking ruined a spell. I mean, that's a little far-fetched in my mind, but it is what it is. Here we get the Green Goblin's laugh. And here, finally, we get our first glimpse, in action at the Green Goblin. So this fight on the freeway, it seems like it's the first place that we run into any of the multiverse villains. And here we have Peter. Now, there's a couple shots from this fight, it looks like, because Peter is clearly in the black suit with the Doctor Strange sorcery technology. In a later shot, you see Peter standing facing the opposite way of Electro. So this is clearly from that same fight. There it is. Now I am really, really enjoying this suit. You can see that there's like a little bit of wire in it. There's very, very, very cool detail with the gold trim. And then obviously the fact that he can use a little bit of magic in a Spider-Man suit is always pretty cool. Here we get that freeway battle again. Now look at Doc Ock's arms here. I am a little bit colorblind, but correct me if I'm wrong in saying that this arm is different than the one that we see later on that's fusing with some sort of red. And I think we all think that it's the nanotech. And I am going to 100% admit that I was wrong about the nanotechnology, or like whatever it is. It looks like he's absorbing like Iron Man tech. And I did say that was not going to be the case, but I am happy to be wrong. This is really cool. Now, this is where we see, so it looks like in the beginning of the fight, Doc Ock doesn't have like anything, but then now we start to see a red and like goldish hue. So somewhere in this battle, it looks like maybe some of the nanotech from Spider-Man's suit cracks off or is ripped off, and Doc Ock uses that piece to kind of infuse his mechanical arms and utilize the nanotech and kind of steal it. So subsequently, He's stealing it from Spider-Man, but subsequently stealing it from Iron Man. You're not Peter Parker. So he says, you're not Peter Parker. You're not the Peter Parker I'm used to. And he looks kind of surprised. And I think that's very key to whether or not in the future we'll see Toby or Andrew. Because clearly, like, he's like, wait a second. You're not the one I'm after. Like, I don't care about who you are. Where's my Pete? And it looks like Doc is being held in some sort of captivity here, I suppose. Me and Meta had a little dispute about that last night. I didn't think that it was a prison because of the door opening there, but the more and more I think about it, the more and more shots we see of him standing in there, the more and more I think, yes, he might be trapped. A little bit of joking around at his name. Look at that. I'm excited because a little bit of foreshadowing from Endgame. If we remember, Endgame, we see a shot of the Statue of Liberty. And it's when Cap is, explaining the 5-year later thing and, et cetera, et cetera. And here, now, it looks like the Statue of Liberty is being retrofitted with some sort of Captain America shield. You can see like a little bit of a shrine at the bottom of it as well. So I think there's a little bit of foreshadowing in there, and it's a cool little nod. Later on, we do see another Easter egg in the sense that, the first X-Men film, which Kevin Feige did work on, also had its final battle on the Statue of Liberty. So the Statue of Liberty and scaffolding is ever present in this Spider-Man trailer. That's the shot that I was talking about. This one right here, where Electro is kind of forming in the background, and Peter is using that technology in the suit in some form or fashion. You could see the wires from his where his arms are, and there's like a little blue hue where his collarbones are. So I'm kind of interested in what this suit is actually capable of. Zedenya kind of making me mad here. Like, tell me she just doesn't scream PC. More scaffolding and wires and stuff coming up. So this Christmas, this is a really cool shot. You're going to get like a little bit of a mix between Commissioner Jim Gordon's and J. Jonah Jameson. Right here, he's that's the same exact thing he wore in Justice League. It's crazy to me, but hey, whatever. The mustache was even the same. So out in the darkness to fight ghosts, and I think this is where we figure out. And by the way, look at the bow and arrow thing here. Is that an Easter egg of some sort? Yes, it is. Can anyone in the comments let me know what that is an Easter egg of? If you can, I will give you a huge shout out. So they all die fighting Spider-Man. It looks like this is going to cause a little rift between Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, Peter Parker, because Peter doesn't want to kill people. He wants to continue the legacy of the Avengers and help people. So he doesn't want to doom. It seems like he doesn't want to doom these villains and send them back to their own universes where they're just going to flatline. It's like sending them to their death. So it looks like Peter and Doctor Strange will be at odds in some form or fashion. Clearly, this is where the riff happens. So that little box, the box that Spider-Man steals, I'm assuming that that's what is going to be used to send them back to their dimensions or their realities. Here's my favorite shot of the trailer. When Doctor Strange grabs Spider-Man with his own kind of web sorcery and pulls him back and pushes him out of his body. It's such a cool 1-2 combo. And this is where it looks like Spider-Man and Doctor Strange are battling it out a little bit. There's going to be some conflict between the two, like I've said before. And Doctor Strange is using some like some spell to kind of freak Peter out here. That's a very reminiscent shot, as we've seen Doc Ock use this kind of thing before. Here's where the armor, his mechanical arms seem to be fusing with some nanotechnology that he stole from Spider-Man. Great shot of Electro, and now we hear Electro speak. This is such a great... I mean, this is like from the video game, but it's a mix between the video game Spider-Man and the classic Electro outfit. And I really like what they've done with it. We got Willem Dafoe. What a great shot here. Now, this is clearly just an up-close shot of the one that we saw with him farther away. As you can see, it's still the freeway battle. But here we get... So this is the Mach 2 spider armor. You can tell it's a little bit more... It's a little bit more of a combination between his original spider suit and the Iron Spider suit, where it's a mix between both. And I think this will be the final rendition of his suit in this film. This is something that a lot of people have been questioning. Is this Willem Dafoe or is this another Green Goblin? Could it potentially be James Franco's Green Goblin or Dean DeHaan's Green Goblin? Or is it Ned as Hobgoblin? Nobody knows, but we'll find out come Christmas. Happy Hogan, how you doing? So there's got to be some connection between this yellow and purple thing that's going on, right? So if we crack back a little bit, we see that it starts off with a purplish hue, right? And as it explodes, it gets more yellow, and that's the same design as when we first see Strange meddling around with the spell to erase people's minds. Though this design, with the rings going back and forth over each other without touching, that's very, very critical to the film, I believe. And the reason that it's yellow and then purple, I think, is going to be critical. I think that's going to set up Doctor Strange too. So here we get our first look at Sandman and Lizard, and then as well as Electro. Now, there was a Brazilian trailer that shows Lizard jumping and getting punched. Now, people are saying online that they think they've edited out Toby and Andrew, and one of the other Spider-Men is punching Lizard as they all jump towards them. This is not obviously take it with a grain of salt, but I mean, we've seen things like this from Marvel Studios before, where they edit things out, and then once you actually sit down and watch the film, you're like, oh, they edited that out so that we wouldn't be spoiled. Right here, it's the same shot as this one, but it's a little bit continued, where we see Lizard, because you can see Lizard here, right? But in the Brazilian one, like we showed, Lizard's jumping, and his neck kind of snaps towards us as the audience. And, you can see our Peter up top lunging at Electro. People are saying that this would make sense. That would be 3 Spider-Men, 3 villains, 3 Spider-Men. And I think that could be true. But again, I'm not going to get my hopes up. There we get that Captain America shield falling in some, his terrible wreckage. Very, very reminiscent of Gwen Stacy in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where she's falling in the lighthouse, the tower. This seems to be like a nod to that, an Easter egg towards that, but I do not think that Zendaya is going to suffer the same fate. Woo! And that is it, folks. So they are starting to come through, and I can't stop them. A lot of people are saying that this is him referencing, because now we see purple, right? No longer yellow, we see purple. I think that this could be after the end fight, and more things are coming through the multiverse, and that's going to set up Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I could be wrong. Don't take me literally, with a grain of salt as always, but it seems like maybe that this movie is not going to solve the issues of the multiverse. So So yeah, there we go. There we have it. I mean, what did you guys think about this trailer? We've kind of broke it down a little bit now. What did you guys think? I'd be very interested to hear because I think it's going to be the biggest movie of 2021. I think this is going to break all pandemic records, and I think that this movie is really shaping up to be something special. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'd be really hard-pressed to say that Andrew and Toby are in it based on this trailer, but we shall see. That was our Spider-Man No Way Home trailer breakdown video. I'm very happy to say that this was a really fun trailer and that the speculation has only just begun. We're going to do plenty of videos talking about Spider-Man No Way Home as a lead up to its release. But I'm not going to try to drown you with it. Guys, make sure to smash that like button. Share the show on social media so your friends, family, and enemies can watch along with us. Everything we do it for you, and we do it for the culture.